Hi, I'm JD Davis. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. The charity that I want to submit is very close to my heart. Stevie Ray's Second Wind is the name of the charity. We are an approved 501c3. I'm on the board of this charity. Stephen Vaughn was a really good friend of mine. I'd gotten to know Stephen in 2013 through another friend of mine, and we just really connected, became really good friends. Thought the world of him. He was always kind, friendly, willing to do whatever. He had a huge heart and had a great personality. We miss him dearly. So I want to have Ashley, his wife, talk a little bit more about this foundation and what Stevie Ray's Second Wind has done. We have contributed to 2 families over the last 2 years to help them with financial responsibilities throughout cystic fibrosis. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to her and let her tell you a little bit more about what we do. Thank you.
My name is Ashley Vaughn, and I have 3 kids, Daniel, Eli, and Emma. Thank you so much for hearing our story and letting me have the chance to share a little bit about where our foundations come from. We started Stevie Ray's Second Wind in my husband Stephen's name close to 3 years ago. Stephen was born with cystic fibrosis, which is a genetic lung disease that affects the lungs and the pancreas. It requires daily breathing treatments, therapies, several hospitalizations a year with IV antibiotics, and an eventual lung transplant. In the fall of 2016, we had just celebrated our son's 2nd birthday when we were also pregnant with our twins, and his well-managed sickness changed, and he was now on continuous oxygen and told that he was going to have a double lung transplant to continue to get better. It was then that our friends got together quickly and formulated our foundation, because we learned that our out-of-pocket cost was going to be extremely high and something that we were not prepared for. The foundation's goals were made from Stephen, which were to get him better in whatever means possible, and then to turn around and help other families going through what we were financially. By August, he had been on the highest form of life support for over a month when he got his much needed lung transplant, and because of how sick he was by that point, he did not survive past first 24 hours. That year, the love and support that we received from so many people around us, including so many that we didn't even know, was something that huge and something that I never would have expected, and it really molded in what we want to make of this foundation, what we want to do with it today. Our goal is to find families walking through a similar path with cystic fibrosis and just help them financially in whatever they need at that time. The disease is such a hard, lifelong thing that they're going to deal with every single day. So if we can just make a small portion of that better, then I know that there's some good incoming from this. I also want my kids to be able to see that there's a good purpose and a joy that can come from their dad not being here, and I want them to have the opportunity to give to other families walking down a similar journey as ours, the same way we were given to at one point in time when we were in need of it. It's been so honoring to be able to have the chance to give to the families that we have the past 2 years that are super close to our hearts, and we just hope that we can continue to do this and to reach even more people even farther that we don't even yet know. Thank you so much for taking your time to hear our story, and for considering us and our foundation and helping to grow it and to give to these people and continue Stephen's legacy on the way that he would have wanted. Thank you.
Again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Ashley talk about Stephen and Stevie Ray's Second Wind. We would love for you all to become a part of this foundation and really help us grow this thing and really help us transform people's lives. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and we would love your support. Thanks.